I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Hey. Hello. And welcome to The Witcher 3. So, as of the day of recording this, this is the 7th of May. It was announced a release date for the REDKit was announced for, I believe, the 21st of May. And when I saw this, it got me quite excited at the possibilities of what people will make with these mod tools. And Witcher 3 is a game that I've played quite a lot, like quite a few times, but I've played a lot of playthroughs, but never went very far with them. So my hope is to actually try and complete a playthrough of what is definitely heralded as one of the best fantasy RPGs out there right now, even after all this time. So let's see if I can finally, after all these years, actually play through it fully and experience everything that has to offer. I'll try and explore as much as I can, do as many of the side quests as I can. I'll try my best to cover as much. I'm sure there will be things that I'll miss because this game is just so big. But yeah, let's start a new game anyway. Fresh start. Okay, so I've in the past had a very weird relationship with game difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what your preferred difficulty default is whenever you start a game like this. Like, are you always, yeah, whatever the highest difficulty is, let's go. That used to be me, because I just really enjoy challenging games. Not so much anymore. Whether that's because I'm washed, maybe. But I still enjoy challenge, but not to the extent where I'm having to reload stuff every 10 seconds because the game expects way too much of me way too early on. So we're gonna go Blood and Broken Bones and see how that goes. I'm not sure if this game allows you to change later on. If it does, then we might change. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I know kind of how this game works. It's been a while since I played, so I'll be a bit rusty with the controls, but I don't think it'll take me that long to get back into it. And I kind of know the basic systems, so hopefully this will encourage me to use all the tools at my disposal, because I am very guilty of just hoarding potions, poisons, and, you know, buffs and things. Like, all that one time when I really need it, I'm gonna try and just use whatever I have when I need it, and not let things just sit in my bag for 100 years. So anyway, yeah, we'll show tutorials for now, because just to get really familiar. I don't have a Witcher 2 save, so we'll go off on that. And let's go. Airmorn, the Witcher Keep. Here we have Geralt, taking a nice relaxing bath. Yeah, that's never a good start to anyone's morning when something like that crawls into your bathtub. Especially when it gives a little tug on your...
amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Looks a man who's seen his fair few fights. There we go, everyone nice and dressed. And here we go. Okay, welcome to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This tutorial introduces us to the core elements. Alright. So, we start the game in Kaer Morhen, the Witcher Keep. So yeah, we've got a mini-map in top right, quests below the mini-map.
Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
Yeah, this game's like insane. For how many years it's been since this game's released, just the style is timeless. See down there we've got a young girl practicing her footwork and swordsmanship on a pretty impressive looking practice area down there. Sure we'll be interacting with her very soon, but first let's go have a little chat to Yennefer, see what she's all about.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
Oh, for how much fighting and experience this guy's seen, he's still just a man. But let's go see Ciri.
Yeah, better go see Ciri.
Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
Smooth. Good save. Dug himself out of that one. Alright, Witcher senses. Holding L2 allows you to go into a Witcher sense, which can highlight things such as clues or items, things like doors, just things you can interact with basically. Such as this ornament.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Very fancy ornament that holds juice apparently. There you go. Got over here some jewelry box looks like.
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion. You should know that.
Geralt clearly doesn't pay enough attention.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Those undergarments definitely look black.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
The manners on this guy. Key. There we go. To unlock doors. Unlock locked doors. Walk up to them and press X. Okay. Let's head downstairs and see what's going on.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
Sleeping on the job.
Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too.
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Alright. So, you'll have a lot of dialogue options in the game that basically ask whether you want to be a prick or if you want to be a kind person. There's no general law that we're going to follow. I'm just going to pick whatever I feels right at the time within the context that I know. So I'm just going to pick this one.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Yep, that's a fair point. She looks leaps and bounds beyond what
Wrong.
I could ever
Now
dream
I
of
see why
doing,
you're
though.
So eager to practice. Strike. You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think?
Horse with a flip.
All right. Take off the blindfold.
Yeah, all that blindfolded as well.
You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
But she
Maybe
has
for a
those
witcher.
Think
reflexes.
drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Better not.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave.
Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Sure, let's do all of the tutorials.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Oh, so this is basically just a
Maybe if you fall.
little race between yourself and Ciri here. Teaching you how to sprint and climb and things like that.
What did I tell you about breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps. Ciri, cut it out.
I assume I'm going the right way. We'll soon find out. Yeah, it looks like the right way. Absolutely no match. There we go. Kind of unfair, but you know. Apparently we like showing up little children. That's how we get our kicks as a Witcher.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Yep, you could have said that.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
We'll quickly bash out the fundamentals. Not sure where the music's gone, but
Should
hopefully
work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals. And
kicks
Ciri's
back in
barely
at
a
some point.
novice.
So this is basically just going to run through combat and how to use your weapons and your signs during combat to use different abilities. So I'll press left to draw the sword, and then we'll target him,
Cuts. 1, 2, 3.
and then we'll just perform some simple combos.
Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking, young lady.
Right, so strong attacks with triangle.
Dodge.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Alright, so to dodge, we'll just simply tap circle whilst moving in the direction we want to dodge. We'll use that to dodge his sword swings. We can press X to do a full-on roll away to create a lot more distance.
Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword, its angle?
What am I supposed to parry? Like a stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Alright, so you can hold it to just deflect the things regularly, but if you time it right and press it as it's striking, then you'll perform a counter-attack. Like so. Which can knock them off their guard and gives you an opening to do strikes of your own. A riskier form of deflection, but if you time it right, it can pay off.
Let's start with Quen.
Okay, so Quen. Press R2 to activate the currently equipped sign.
Ciri, Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why. Come on! Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
No. So Quen is like a shield. Gives you protection from hits. Igni is all about fire.
If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now. I'm too old for this shit. Alright, Geralt. Come on! See that, Ciri? Art will knock anyone.
Come on.
Will knock anyone!
Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this feeling.
Axie makes people's brains go all funny.
Axie can really muddle your mind. Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
Erden's one of my favorites. This one puts a like a circle on the ground, and it'll slow down everything that walks inside it, which is really interesting. It'll be really useful when you're dealing with multiple enemies at once.
Quen will dampen the blow.
So on top of our science, we've got throwables such as bombs, flashbangs, kind of things like that. All right.
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
I think we've done enough there. We'll move on.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you.
That looks bloody.
What the?
Yeah, that's disturbing. And this is where it turns from 0 to 100.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No.
So your first thoughts will be, what the fuck was that? Who were those people? They will be revealed soon enough. But for now, it seems that Geralt had a bad dream and has woken up on the road. So we are now in Temeria, on the road to a place called Vizima.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn some way off. We've got time.
It wouldn't take that long. It wasn't that long of a dream. Yeah, right. Let's tell them what we saw.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
Right, so they're looking for Yennefer. Is what it seems. Then we trained with Ciri. We will.
I know we will. That's not what worries me. You've seen her tracks. She's at full gallop all the time. Breakneck speed through wild lands, devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere. Or fleeing something. Either way, it means trouble of some sort.
Be surprised if she wasn't in trouble. She's always poked her nose in beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages' conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm. At least for a while.
Calm? With Yennefer? Good luck.
Then we trained with Ciri.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
So, judging by the words they used, it's been a long time since they trained Ciri at the castle. And they're already aware of this thing called the Wild Hunt, which is clearly what came up right at the end there. Those ghostly armor guys.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
So, clearly a lot of time has passed. How much time? We don't know yet. But Vesemir here seems confident that Ciri is at a point now where she is able to defend herself against anything that they could have trained her to fight against. So, clearly has grown up into a formidable witcher in her own right.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Ah, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
They must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Used it as a bed once. Yeah, some things should stay private.
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Probably.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I smell it. Ghouls.
Okie dokie, so monsters, life on the continent and in the Skellige. Skellige? Never know how to pronounce that properly. I'm gonna pronounce it Skellige. Skellige answers nasty, brutish and short. War lays waste on the land, and those it spares lie. So can't read now. Those that it spares live in fear of the countless monsters lurking outside every town and village. Monsters are shown with a silver health bar above their heads, indicating that you should fight them with your silver sword.
Show me what you got.
So, let's go ahead and take out these ghouls here. What's... Throwing in a little fire every now and then, just to weaken them a little bit. We don't need our torch out. I'm not sure why I got that out. That was a mistake. Alright, they don't like fire. Little bitch. They got a good few hits in there. Striking opponents generates adrenaline points. Certain abilities you can acquire allow you to perform special attacks that require and consume any adrenaline points that you accumulate. Your adrenaline points will slowly decline when you're outside of combat, so you can't just bank them and use them later on.
Necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
So the way we regenerate our health as named vitality in this game is we eat or drink stuff, or by meditating for at least 1 hour. Although the difficulty that we're playing, meditation does not regenerate our health, so on our difficulty only food and drink will restore our health. So food and drink can be placed in the consumable slots for quick use during combat, and there will probably be countless times where we're just chugging down bottles of water and eating loaves of bread while we're fighting things. Get used to that. We have some water currently equipped in our upper consumable slots, so we'll drink some of that. Also, we've got bread in our upper slot, water in our lower slot, so let's eat some bread. And that will slowly fill up a little bit of our health there. Before we set off, let's go around and loot these ghouls that we've slain. An easy way to see where the loot drops are is on the mini-map. There are red dots with X's going through them. That will show you where the loot drops are for anything that has been slain nearby. So we'll just harvest a few monster organs. Some blood, some eyes, all that good stuff. Which will spend most of their time on the road in search of their next contract. They must trek across wide valleys, climb over high mountain peaks, and trudge through thick bogs. Luckily, Geralt can always count on his horse Roach to help him in his travels. We can call Roach to us anytime by double tapping the left thumbstick.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
So, you can already see in this short time that the world itself is pretty grim. Just people that have been hanged, just left on the road. You're just galloping past small houses with sobbing villagers.
Help me! Help!
And here's another example of how grim this world can be.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Pretty big monster there.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Yeah, you
Your
almost
horse died
did.
quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
So usually the general rule of a Witcher is never work for free. But I mean, we didn't really do anything there. So in this instance, I wouldn't say he owes us anything. Like, we're not complete monsters.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes,
Seek a woman.
a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do it. A place called White Orchard. So we got a bestiary that goes over all manner of beings that we encounter as we explore this world. Which can actually provide some really useful information. Most importantly, it reveals what they're most vulnerable against. So what sign is best used against them, any oils that you can apply to your weapons that they are weak to, and any secondary items such as bombs, and in this case grape shot is pretty useful against them. So yeah, griffins are usually found high in the mountains. However, sometimes they will come into more populated areas when they feel that they deem it necessary to get what they need to survive, essentially. So yeah, you could have asked him to pay you for basically doing nothing back there, but we basically showed up, drew our swords, and then it just left. Like, we didn't fight it off or anything.
A griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In a forest to the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Yeah. So, usually don't come this close to populated areas. For some reason it has. So clearly something strange is going on that would cause a griffin to come this close to the main road. So we're nearing a village, which in this case will be White Orchard. Don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft, and they don't look kindly to us just going around accosting others either. However, populated areas tend to have notice boards where we can potentially grab some contracts or work, or just hear about the current happenings and rumours.
Lad went missing one day, so folk nagged a witch that was hunting nearby. Started poking everything's gonna be fine. He started twisting and squirming, so well.
Faster.
So it worked.
Witcher, Agnel
to do with it? What did the folk do? Ain't like they could have sewed his head back.
I love just the ambient chatter that goes on in this game. There's so much breathes so much life into it. It's really nice.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is your coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
So clearly a lot of political war
Witches?
going on in this area.
I'll not drink with Weaverlost freaks.
And people don't seem to be very welcoming of our kind.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Alright. Options marked money bags. We'll open the shop panel. So let's do a little bit of small talk. I want that small talk.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Is there a contract on the Griffin?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Lovely.
We might have done something, but not for free.
Yeah, not a whole Griffin. A couple ghouls maybe, but that's a pretty big task, a Griffin. We're looking for a woman though.
Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white, riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, Lilac and Gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Alright. Dialogue options marked with an X speech bubble will end the conversation. Okay.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
So this is the shop interface. I don't believe there's anything we really need to worry about buying right now. Although, how much money do we have? We have 250 crowns. I believe they're called crowns, I might be wrong. But maybe it might be worth to buy them more food, because we will always be needing food. Let's buy a couple more waters. We got here baked potatoes. Oh, they're quite expensive. About grapes. Grapes are a bit cheaper. Can buy a couple grapes. Just so we got enough food to make sure that we're staying topped up on health, because that's going to be really important on this difficulty, I feel. There's also some dwarven spirit and other kinds of alcohol that are used in alchemy to make oils and things like that, and potions such as swallow. which will come in handy.
Thanks for everything.
Right. So we seem to have some sort of respect from the innkeeper here, but as far as its patrons go, they all seem pretty anti-Witcher, which doesn't come in our favour when
Please.
asking around
I'm not decrepit yet.
about Yennefer.
And I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Yeah, we'll try, but I have a feeling
Let them measure.
we might not have a choice.
Burning the harvest.
Drommel. Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? They're passing out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
See what these peasants have to say.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Charming. So some dialogue options allow us to use the Axie sign to basically fog their mind and convince them to tell us things they otherwise wouldn't if they had a clear mind. It's very invasive. So we'll only use that as a last resort if we really need to. We just want to talk. We don't want to cause any trouble. Like Vesma said, we don't want to draw any attention. So.
Just want to talk.
You deaf, Stray? No one here will talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with the pigs.
Show that shit-eater, Micah.
Okay, well they're not showing us much respect here. Our patience is running thin.
Running low on patience. Once it's gone, your heads will roll.
Oh, we was jesting. No call for anger.
See a raven-haired woman here, dressed in black and white?
We know nothing, sir. Leave us be.
So it's interesting. They're quick to talk shit to a Witcher when they see him, but like once confronted, like you see how easy they just kind of cower down and just like get serious and say, "No, just leave us alone. We really don't want to get into anything."
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in noggin.
What kind of card game are they playing here?
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Gwent, of course.
Got a minute?
Why not? REDKit, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Alright, why are you here?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. I mean, someone's got to do it, right?
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of convincing. It's pretty awful what is currently going on within the region of Temeria at the moment.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
We'll leave Gwen for now. We'll definitely play it, but we'll play it a bit later on when we've gotten into the game a little bit more.
No thanks. Got some other things on my mind.
Shame. I'd ask the locals, but since they can't count to 10, the rules are a complete mystery. Ah, well, I'm here if you change your mind.
I'll be here when I do. But for now, we've got a woman to find, and a precious time to do so. So let's talk to this last guy in the inn here.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Sure.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Shit, this guy knows his stuff. Alright, we've got a lead. Let's see where this goes.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Who might you be then?
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gone to Rodim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
And how do you know Yen exactly?
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
So, for those of you who might not know, Dandelion is a bard who is good friends with Geralt, who we play, and his tales seem to stretch far and wide. And he seems to be doing a lot of tales of Yennefer as well as Geralt and the other witches. So it's no surprise this guy knows who Geralt is if he's been hearing of Dandelion's tales.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
Well, at least we got someone who seems to be friendly. It's a good change.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
None of your business.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
A Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Alright. So, we've got a lead. We need to head to a Nilfgaardian garrison to speak about Yennefer, who allegedly has
Yes?
Been
What
through
is it,
there.
Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
See you later, Vesemir.
He's almost 100 years old. We really don't look it, considering. But that's just the Witcher blood, clearly. So, we know what we need to do. Oh, okay, well.
Done drinking.
Looks like we got an obstacle in our way.
Don't want your kind here.
In situations like this, we've been cornered, so let's well, we won't be here long.
Wouldn't want to stay long anyway.
Maybe not. And maybe you'll just stay forever.
6 feet under.
That's not very kind. Alright, let's pay these guys a lesson. Teach them not to mess with witches. Oh, what happened to this guy? I didn't even hit him. Did he get, he could have been kicked by Roach, actually. If that's the case, that's hilarious. Well done, Roach. Alright. So we dealt with those guys. They looked like trouble ever since we first stepped in there, so no surprise they confront us with Mortal. But anyway, I think we're going to leave this one here. And the next episode we'll pick up and head over to the garrison to see about getting more details of where Yennefer would have gone, or if she's even still there. But I hope whoever and wherever you are, you enjoyed watching this. If you did, then please do consider liking the video, and if you want to stay up to date with when I release new episodes of this or anything else in the future, then do hit that subscribe button. It will help the channel grow and reach more people, and yeah, like I say, notifies you if I upload anything else, so you won't miss anything. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.